If you love the blues, you found your new home. The Blues Hotel. Real music. Just talking blues. Real stories. And Blues Moments in Time. The history that shaped it all. 3 podcasts. 1 home. The Blues Hotel Collective. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
Welcome to Blues Moments in Time, the podcast dedicated to exploring the rich history and the cultural significance of blues music. Today we're turning back the clock to examine the profound events, births and legacies tied to February 18. Let's start with the cultural landscape. On this day in 1688, nearly 2 centuries before the first blues moan was recorded, a group of Quakers in Germantown, Pennsylvania, drafted the first formal protest against slavery in the English colonies. While it didn't end the practice, it lit a torch of moral resistance. This spirit of resistance is the very DNA of the blues, a music born not just from suffering, but from the refusal to be silenced by it. Now we fast forward to February 18, 1965, and that same struggle turned tragic in Marion, Alabama. Civil rights activist Jimmie Lee Jackson was shot by a state trooper while protecting his mother during a protest. His sacrifice sparked the Selma to Montgomery marches. The blues has always been the soundtrack of this struggle, documenting the reality of life under the shadow of such injustice. Now let's turn our attention to the political climate. The events of February 18, 1965 serve as a stark reminder that the blues isn't just a 12-bar progression. It's a report from the front lines. The violence faced by activists like Jackson rippled through the consciousness of Black America, influencing the harder, more electrified edge of the blues that was emerging in the cities. It reminds us that the freedom to sing the blues was hard-won, and the political reality of the African American experience is the soil from which this genre grows. Now, of course, no discussion of blues history would be complete without exploring the music itself, and February 18 gave us a big bang moment. In 1959, Ray Charles walked into Atlantic Studio in New York and recorded What'd I Say. This track didn't just top the charts, it tore down the wall between the church and the dance hall by fusing the holy fervour of gospel with the earthly grit of the blues. Brother Ray essentially invented soul music right there on tape. Then, exactly 11 years later, in 1970, the blues found a new vessel. The Allman Brothers Band laid down their cover of Statesboro Blues. They took a 1920s country blues tune and electrified it for the rock generation, proving that the blues is a living, breathing language that transcends time and race. February 18 has also marked the beginnings of life for some incredible blues musicians. We wish a heavenly happy birthday to the soul queen of New Orleans, Irma Thomas, born on this day in 1941. Her voice has been the heartbeat of New Orleans for over 6 decades, carrying the joy and sorrow of the Crescent City to the world. And we also celebrate the birth of a true pioneer, Lonnie Johnson, born on this day in 1899. Lonnie wasn't just a bluesman, he was a virtuoso. He basically invented the idea of the guitar solo. Before B.B. King or Eric Clapton ever picked up a pick, Lonnie Johnson was showing the world that a guitar could sing just as sweetly as a human voice. And sadly, February 18 has also been a day of loss. On this day in 2009, we said goodbye to another New Orleans giant, third Snooks Eaglin, known as the human jukebox. Snooks was blind, but his vision on the guitar was limitless. He could play anything he heard, spinning it into a funky, bluesy web that was uniquely his own. His passing reminds us that the blues is often carried in the hands of unique, unrepeatable characters who live and breathe the music until their final day. And that's all the time that we have for today's episode of Blues Moments in Time. I'm Kelvin Huggins. Join us next time as we continue to explore the fascinating history of the blues.